Okay. I have uploaded the marks on the website. You would have seen it by now. You've seen your marks now?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I have compensated for the multiple answers within the same question. So if somebody has answered two answers correctly, you get that many number of marks. But if somebody has given an incorrect answer, you get reduced by some mark. Okay. Okay, that is
So
already
did you
done.
see the last question?
Which one?
That last index of an index of one.
Last index of index on one. What about that?
Sir,
So the
in which the
option
option
is
was a single character.
I will not consider that. Okay. I will not consider that.
Okay, sir.
There are, yeah, there are reasons for it. Uh, if index of and last index of are giving me the same result, I cannot conclude it is a single. So that means if I want to prove it is a single character string, I I should not be using index of last index of giving the same result. Am I clear? Although you guys may be right, yes. That is why I was thinking about it. You guys may be right, but no, I will not be. I mean, I will not consider that. Okay. Okay. Second, very important thing
Sir,
is just a second. Let the aircraft go. Yeah. Yes.
and sir, in the last question,
Uh,
sir, in the last question, there was the string might be empty. Sir, if the string be empty, it won't work.
if
Sir,
the string
string
is
it
empty
will work.
means that it does not.
no. If the string is empty, it will still work. It will
And
still
give
work. It will
minus one.
still give a -1 for
Even if
that.
it does not contain null, even
No,
if
there is
it
a
doesn't
difference
contain null
between
also.
a null string and an empty string. A null string is something which has not been assigned anything at all. An empty string is something which has been assigned a double quote, double quote. That means nothing inside those. Just a second, just a second. Ma'am, I'm taking a class. Okay, okay. You take, then I'll talk. Okay, guys. So anyway, whatever answers we have given. Now, what something important that we need to discuss is I always considered, and I still do consider abstraction not be one of the fundamental principles of object-oriented programming. There are sites which say, in fact, we have been learning from the beginning that there are three basic fundamental principles, that is polymorphism, encapsulation, and inheritance. Without these three, without any of one of them absent, the language is not considered as object oriented. I do not consider myself as abstraction to be one of the principles. Okay. I can give you reasons why, but anyway, let's not worry about that. The council, in fact, when I check the syllabus, and in that the council says, in fact, class 9 के syllabus में ही है शायद, कि the four principles of object oriented, they have considered abstraction also as one of the principles. So we will in future consider abstraction also as a principle. Okay. Guys, when I teach you, I don't want you to mug up things. You have understood this by now, that my tests are not basically made just to for you to simply take in some information and भाई ठीक है सर बोल रहे हैं तो ठीक है. you have the right to question it. In fact, you should be questioning things. Why is this happening that way? Or why should it happen that way? Only then you can be good programmers, otherwise not. If the question doesn't come in your mind, then you are not good programmers. Now, in each of the question that I gave you, in fact, many of them were just simple ratification wala questions. Okay, this. But many of them were, the questions were put up in such a way that you would question, yes, this could be right. Why is this right? You are trying to prove it to me. I am saying no. You're saying yes. You are trying to prove yourself. You send me programs. This is what I want from you guys. Okay. So here I may be wrong somewhere. I may be right somewhere, but fine. We'll make the equation right somewhere or the other. Okay, guys. Any question?
Sir,
Yes.
sir, did you uh, take the second option of the 12th question?
What is the second option of the 12th question?
Sir, it says that the local variables must be initialized.
Must be initialized. Okay. Now some people said, if I don't want to use it, I don't need to initialize it.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes. But if you have created a variable inside a function, you have created it for some purpose. Don't you think so?
Yes, sir, but
Or
I thought that the
oh no. So I will not consider. See, again here, you are thinking now. All right, you are thinking now. It is good that you're thinking now, but my thinking is something else. So we will the equation will stop at me now, because when I say, if you create a variable in a program, why did I create a variable in the program? To use it. Yes. Can I use it without giving it a value? No. Okay, so you are giving your whatever you want to say, you're proving it, trying to prove it to me that yes, it can be. Yes, it can be, but it should not be. All right. Remember that variable that I told you about? What was it? Payment size or something like that? The one which was entirely in capital letters? Yes, remember?
Yes.
Yes. So if I create a variable all in capital letters, what does it mean?
It is
It
a constant.
I am creating a constant. So if I just say int payment size, and payment size is everything in capital, I did not create it as a final variable. Can I change the values? Yes, I can change the values. But what is okay? What am I trying to put in here is, a good programmer will never create a variable entirely in capital letters unless he wants to make it final. A good programmer will never create a variable in a function unless he wants to use it. Now, I want you to be good programmers. Yes, you can give your whatever dalil you want to give. Yes, आप अपनी दलील देते रहो मुझे. Fine, I'll hear it and be very happy about it that you are doing it. You are thinking. That is what I want you to do. Okay. Now, what is our next thing that we are going to discuss today? I have not sent you anything before this, because we were going to discuss a
Streams.
project. Once again,
We had to discuss streams today.
streams today. Okay, no, I have planned a project.
So you sent a program on the WhatsApp today.
Yes, I have sent a program on WhatsApp group, and I want you to start off with that. We will discuss that program now. Okay. In fact, that is going to be a mini project that you're going to submit within this month. I will give you the last date. I will put it up as an assignment on the assignment thing. Okay. So
So, is that the credit card program?
yes, that is the credit card
Oh,
program. ठीक है?
Sir, please start the recording.
I have started the recording. Let me check again. Yes, recording has started. Okay, so let me I'll share the screen with you. The screen is already shared. The program that we are going to discuss now is basically how a credit card is validated. Okay. In programming, we have two kinds of checks. We can check for validity. We can check for verification. So we can verify some data. We can validate some data. What is the difference between verification and validation is the first thing that we need to understand here. Now, for example, if I want to validate a date, for example, if I say that my date of birth is 30th of February 1965. So is my date 30th of February 1965?
No, it cannot be.
It cannot be. It cannot be. Now, there are two things to this date now. First thing, is this date possible? If
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
okay, it is not possible. When we check for data, whether it is possible or not possible, we call this as validation. We say it is validating. I'm trying to check whether it is valid or not. Am I clear?
Yes.
Now the second thing is verification. Verification is I say my date of birth is 28th of February 1965. Is that correct?
Sir, it can be.
It can be. That means according to validation, it is correct. But according to verification, it may be incorrect. Now, how will you verify it?
So we can use an if statement.
No, 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 no. How will you
So by looking
verify?
at the birth certificate.
Okay, fine. The first thing is you can look at the birth certificate. You can look at my class 10 certificate. You can look at my records in the school. Fine. So that means verification is a totally different concept. A validation is a totally different concept. When we say I want to validate, I just simply want to check whether it is valid. हो भी सकता है कि नहीं हो सकता है. Okay. Now, when you are, how many of you have been using some sort of a credit card online? Raise your hands, please. I don't expect many, but yes, okay, fine. So when you enter a credit card on a website, the first thing it says is, suppose if you enter it in an incorrect number, it will check and tell you there and then that this card is invalid. It has not gone and checked whether it is your credit card or not. No, it has checked whether it is a valid credit card number or not. Okay. Now, how do we check? This is a two-page document. The first page specifies some things, yes, but you have to read through everything. Typically, credit card numbers are all numeric, and the length of the credit card number is between 12 digits to 19 digits. Both numbers are inclusive. So 12 to 19 digits. For example, if you have an American Express card, it is, I think, 12 digits only. The normal credit cards, ICICI and HDFC, they are normally 16, but they can go up to 19. Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Secondly, the credit card number, suppose this is a 16 digit credit card number. All these numbers are arranged in such a way that they give some information to the validation people or the validation program about the card. For example, when you are actually typing the credit card, after typing a few digits, on the right hand side, it pops up whether it is a Visa card or whether it is a Mastercard. Yes or no? Yes, it
Yes.
does.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yes, it does. The moment you type 5 or 6 characters, it shows on the right hand side it is a Visa card. Now it knows it's a Visa card. Why? Because the first 6 or 7 digits, they tell the system, yes, this belongs to this particular bank. Okay, let's see now what all these digits are. The first digit, that is, for example, here in this case, number 4, is the major industry identifier. It says, yes, it is an airlines industry ka card. Yeah, whether it is travel or banking and financial or merchandising or whatever, petroleum, healthcare, telecommunication, 9 or 0 is unloan. Okay, now this says there is a 4 there. 4 means this belongs to
Banking
this
and
banking
financial.
and financial. Okay. The first 6 digits, that is including the first major industry identifier, the first 6 digits are the issuer identification number. That means, yes, 4 will say it is banking, but the rest of the digits will say which bank now. All right. All right. Now, so that means 401288. These are the 6 digits which will tell the validator that this actually belongs to whatever bank. Now, let's see the first 6 digits. Now, if it is an American Express card, it will start with 34. All right, and it will have any other digits after that. So hai to total 6 digits, but if it is starting with 34 and it is starting with 37, it is an American Express card. If it is starting with a 4 and baki chahe kuch bhi characters ho, that is a Visa card. So the moment you type a 4, it shows a Visa on the right hand side. Okay, next is Mastercard. Any numbers starting with 51 up to 55. That means 51, 52, 53, 54, 55. All of them. And the rest of the numbers, 4 digits, could be anything. They are all Mastercards. There is something called as Discover cards. They are either starting with 6011 or they start with 644 or they start with 65. What I'm giving you right now is the actual system that the credit cards work on. So it is not something which I have actually created. This is the actual. Now, okay, any other number is unknown. In fact, this is something which is kept for future. But अगर आप enter कर रहे हो कोई credit card number अपने program में and you type something like 70 something, it will just simply say unknown. Okay, so don't worry about it. Now, taking away the first 6 digits and the last digit, the remaining digits are the person's account numbers. For example, in this card, starting this number 3 part, that is 888888 this part of the number is actually the person's account number. Okay, now when you see your credit card, you will now know what is your account number. Okay, so just leave out the first 6 and the last one. The rest in between are all person's account number. Okay, check digit. The last one is called as the check digit. The last one is called as the check digit. I will explain the check digit to you just now. Okay, I've put a credit card number there, but I will take this later on. Suppose I have a 5-digit credit card number and I am using a check digit. What is this check digit doing? This check digit is responsible for validating your card. So that means you will be using this number to validate your card. Let's consider how it is going to be done. I want my credit card number to be always divisible by 10. That means if you add up all the digits, they should be divisible by 10. If I add these digits, what is the answer? The answer is the sum is 9. So that means what should I do to make it divisible by 10?
Add 1 to it.
Add 1 to it. So that means I'll keep the check digit as 1. Now my credit card number becomes 12441, and if I add all the digits and if I divide it by 10, it is divisible by 10. Yes. So I say this credit card number is a valid credit card number. Okay. Let me see whether you have understood. Let me remove the check digit from here. Let me put a 1 here and let me put a 1 here. What should be my check digit now?
3.
3.
It should be 3. Why? Because the sum of these digits is a 7. I need to add 3 to it to make it 10. And now my credit card number is fine. Are we clear? Suppose it had been a 5, 4, 4, 6. What should be my check digit? It should be a
1.
1. So it becomes 9 and 10, 19. It should be a 1. Yes. So now if you add them up together, it becomes a 20. And now my number is fine. Are we clear?
Yes.
How many have not understood? If somebody has not understood, just raise your hands, please.
Sir, your voice is
Once again.
Sir, your
Your voice is
voice
echoing.
My voice is echoing because somebody has switched on his mic and speakers. Yes, Mridul is the culprit. I can see that. Okay. So if you have a speaker and a microphone in close proximity, it is going to provide feedback. Okay, guys. Now problems? No problems. I know, as usual, no problems. Okay, now let's see a number. The same number, I think that was given there. Yes, 4012. Same number has been given here and you will validate it. Now it is not very simple कि भाई इन सब को digits add कर दो. ठीक है, add करके उसको validate कर दो. No, it's not very simple. Let me show you how things are going to happen. The last digit is called as a check digit. Now please remember, in your calculation, the check digit is not going to come at all. Okay. All right. Now write down the numbers just like it has been given here as a grid, starting from the second last digit, that is starting from the 8. Multiply each digit by 2. Every alternate number. So suppose here it is 8 and then 1 and then 8, then 8, then 8, then 8, then 1 and then 4. They have all been multiplied by 2. So that means 8 का 16 हो गया, 1 का 2 हो गया, 8 का 16, 8 का 16, 8 का 16, 8 का 16, 1 का 2, 4 का 8. Is there any problem here?
No, sir.
No. I'm going to ask some specific people here about the problem. Okay, I'll make up a question here now. Okay. Now if the doubling actually causes this to make a 2-digit number, you need to add the 2 digits to make it a single digit. For example, 16 is a 2-digit number. When you add 6 and 1, it becomes a 7. So finally, the doubled numbers are actually, where is it? Yeah, they have been added. So 8 and 2, यहाँ पे 16 था, so it has 7. 2 का 2 ही रह गया. ये 16 का 7 हो गया. 7, 7, 2, 7, 2 and 8. Is there any problem here?
No, sir.
No. Any problems, guys? All right. Next, you bring down the other numbers also, the ones which had not been doubled. Okay, so starting from the check digit, bring down the rest of the numbers. Now add all of them. For example, from right, add wherever. So 8 plus 0 plus 2 plus 2 plus 7 plus 8 plus 7 plus 8 plus 7 plus 8 and so on and so forth. Add all of them. And when you add all of them, the answer is a 90, for example. Here it is 90. Okay. Now check whether this final result, if it is divisible by 10, we say this credit card number is valid. If it is not divisible, we say it is invalid. All right. Okay. Now I am using a credit card number here. Let me just spread it out. Okay. Now what should I do? Okay. Tell me what is the MII here? Major industry identifier. 4 is the major
4.
industry identifier. Okay. What is the, what is it? What issuer identifier?
Visa.
Visa.
Visa. It is Visa and it is 455657. This is the number. All right. This is the number. It is starting with a 4, so it is a Visa card. Perfect. What is the check digit here?
9.
9. What is the account
9.
number here?
412552360.
412552360. This is the account number. Okay. All right.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, beta.
Sir, in the program, should we also display the issuer name and the card type?
What is card type?
Sir, like it is issued by Visa or
Banking, financial.
bank. Is it
Ha
financial or
ha.
banking?
Yes. You are supposed to identify everything. For example, what are you going to do? See, this is what you're supposed to do in the end. If the final sum is divisible by 10, then the credit card number is valid. If it is not divisible by 10, the number is invalid. If the card is invalid, you display invalid credit card number. The check digit number should have been so and so. Okay, so suppose here instead of 1 it had been a 0, we can say the check that it is invalid and the check digit should have been a 1. Now if
Sir,
the credit card, yes beta,
if the user enters the alphabet in the credit card number, so
we
should we
will we
display the
will
invalid?
we will yes we will consider this अभी थोड़ी देर में, ठीक है, अभी थोड़ी देर में. Okay, now if the card is valid, then display the card number is valid and then display the MII, the IIN and the account number and the check digit. ये चारों चीजें आपने display करनी है. Okay. Now, first things first. We will do the creditation wala program first because this is actually going to be the major problem in this. Okay. Checking for what is MII or what is IIN or what is the account number is simply a substring function wala kaam. Okay, so that is not a big deal at all. The major thing is the validation. Okay, that is the mod 10 validation. How are we going to do it?
We will
Okay.
start from
So we
0.
can use a for loop from the last digit, excluding the last digit to the first.
And sir,
Oh,
you can.
okay.
So and
So that
multiplying
means
it by 2 and
you
then
will.
adding each.
This is actually length function minus 1. This is going to be length function minus 2, isn't it? So starting from length function minus 2 up to
Up to 0.
up to 0 up to
For every
0.
odd.
This is going to be your the loop जो आपका doubling वाला है. ठीक है? Okay. Then what are you going to do? आपने कैरेक्टर तो ले लिया, ये कैरेक्टर बेचारा आ गया ये, अब इसको आपने डबल करके दिखाओ. हाउ आर यू गोइंग टू डबल इट? ये तो कैरेट से करोगे ना बच्चों?
First, we'll convert the character into a string and then parse it.
Okay, so that means first of all you are going to add a string to it so that it becomes becomes a string, or on the other hand use substring to extract a single character. Then what are you going to do? You are going to use a parseInt function to generate what is ultimately going to be generated. It is going to generate a 0 as a number. Then what are you going to do? This number
So then we will
multiplied
multiply them by 2.
by 2. What are you going to do next?
So we will add all the numbers which we have
Accumulating
multiplied by 2.
variable.
Accumulate. Suppose this had been an 8. This would have been an 8, and this would have been an 8. This would be 8.
First we will check it if it is a double digit.
Yeah. So अब 16 आ गया हमारे पास. जब 16 आ गया, what are we going to do next?
Add the digits.
Sir, we
Add
will
the
check if it is double digit.
Okay, if double, then what are you going to do? You are going to add digits, and ultimately you are going to get a 7. आ गया?
Yes, sir.
ओके, सो आपका लूप शुरू हो चुका है. आपने एक कैरेक्टर एक्सट्रैक्ट किया, नंबर में कन्वर्ट किया, डबल किया, चेक किया कि अगर वो डबल डिजिट है उसके डिजिट्स ऐड करे, और फिर आपने किसी एक्यूमुलेटर में उसको ऐड कर दिया. वो लूप से पहले आप एक्यूमुलेटर बना दोगे. यू नो द रूल्स अबाउट दैट. डन?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll repeat for somebody who has not understood. What are we going to do now is we are going to, एक सम तो मुझे मिल जाएगा. Suppose I get the sum as 119. This is the sum of all the double double करके जो numbers बने थे. Double double के sum even ही आएगा by the way. नहीं odd भी हो सकता है. चलो, और अब क्या करें? उसका टोटल सम 118 आया था. ये किसका है 118? ये ऑल्टरनेट नंबर्स थे जिनको मैंने डबल किया था. रिमेंबर?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now what do we do?
So we can
So we can use an if in the for loop. If the number is occurring at an odd place, then we will do this procedure, else we will normally add it.
Okay, odd place. What do we mean by odd place?
Like if we are
Oh.
starting at from the length -1, then the odd place will be 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, which are the numbers we require.
Okay, and let's have it simpler. We have just added, we went from length function -2 to 0, and we have extracted a character, converted into a number, doubled it, and checked if double, उसको single भी कर लिया और उसको accumulate भी कर लिया. Fine. अब इसके बाद क्या बचा है हमारे पास करने के लिए? Let's do it in a
Normal.
simpler way. Please remember. हाँ.
So we can do it x plus equal to 2, x minus equal to 2.
Yeah, we'll start with length function. We'll start with length function -1 and go up to 0. That means now it will go from
Sir,
9 and 6. Yeah, again somebody has switched
So
off the
voice.
microphone. Aji beta, please keep your microphone off. Yeah, somebody. ठीक है. And then minus.
Sir, I don't know. It is again and again unmuting.
It is unmuting again and again.
Yes, sir, on its own.
Do you have a speaker along with?
No, sir, I am using earphones.
You're using earphones, then it should not happen. But there's something is happening. Okay, चलो mute कर दो बेटा. Okay. So पहले loop में हमने क्या किया था? We had actually started with length function -2. It actually started from here, और -2 करते जाओगे तो alternate position पे जाता जाएगा और चलते 0 तक पहुंच जाएगा. और अगर मैं length function से -1 से शुरू कर रहा हूँ, that is I'm starting with the last one. So ये लिया, फिर ये लिया, फिर ये लिया, फिर ये लिया. Okay, so फिर वो -2 करते रहो. We are doing the same thing as earlier, but we are not actually doubling it. ठीक है, तो ये वाला काम तो खत्म ही हो जाता है और हमने इसको सम कर लेना है बस. ओके, डन. इन सब का सम सपोज आया था 92. Okay, now when I add
Yes.
this sum with this sum, don't you think we'll get the entire sum now? Doubling वाली one list का हो गया और single वाली one list का हो गया और दोनों को add कर
Yes.
दो. So it becomes what?
210.
210. And is 21 modulus 10? Is it?
Yes.
Does it give me a 0? Yes.
Yes.
So I will say yes, it is a valid number. Okay. Done?
Yes.
Okay. 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 I have opened a website which actually gives you credit card numbers to check. All right, I can send it as a link to you guys. Okay, I'll put it in the chat box. So sorry. So you can, for testing purposes, you can use those credit card numbers. Okay.
Can you
So
please send on group also?
once again.
Can you please send on group also?
Okay. Okay, that will be better. Where are you guys? Here. Okay. So in fact, for testing purposes, you can just copy and paste on just one of them and see whether it is working. Test the second one and third one. You will find there are various numbers. Okay. In fact, this page also shows you the system of how it is working. Okay. It also gives you some validations. Anyway, don't use these validations. Use the one that I've given. Okay. All right. All right. Now, do we have any problem here? Suppose this had that didn't have a 9 but had some other number. This result would not have been divisible by 10, and naturally you would have calculated what was supposed to be the number. Is this fine now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So how I want you to do is you will create a function called check credit card function, to which you will be passing a string, say ccn. Okay, and this is actually going to return an int to you. That int is going to be the total number.
Check
That is, yeah, no, it is going to be the total number of the entire thing. Okay. चेक क्रेडिट नंबर रखें कि क्या रखें?
validate credit card.
Okay, sum credit card. It is actually giving you the sum of all. Okay, so let's make it sum credit card. So it is going to give you the an int. So जब main function से इसको आप try करोगे, main function से जब आप इसको try करोगे तो आप लिखोगे int से a is equal to sum credit card bracket में जो भी तुम्हारा credit card number है 455 whatever and so on. Okay, and then you can work with a and figure out whether it is a valid credit card number or not. Are we fine here?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, now let's do this part first, but we need to do some other things also. Okay, some other things also. What other things? When you get a credit card number, what data type do you think should it be?
All numbers.
It should be all numbers. And I could have taken 16 digits में क्या कितना बन जाता है वैसे by the way? Long में कितनी बड़ी वैल्यू आ सकती है?
9 billion means about 9 zeros.
9 zeros तक आ सकता है, 4.1 बिलियन तक जा सकता है. सो ये नंबर तो नहीं जाएगा उसमें इतना बड़ा, 16 डिजिट्स का नहीं जाएगा.
Yes.
सो हमारे पास एक ही ऑप्शन बचता है, वो है हम इसको एक स्ट्रिंग के फॉर्म में ले लेंगे.
So
Okay.
it can be used with long.
लॉन्ग में हम कितना डालते हैं?
So we can use up till
वो यस यस, वो तो इंट की डेटा टाइप का है बेटा. दो
No, sir,
2
9 billion.
So
No,
is
no,
it
no,
9
no.
billion
Long
billion?
is 9 billion.
9.9 billion.
Yes, 9
9
billion.
see, अगर हमारे पास इसमें 16 डिजिट्स हैं तो दिस इज एक्चुअली 1 बिलियन के आगे 7 जीरोस लगे हुए हैं. इट इज नॉट 1 बिलियन बिलियन इवन. सो लॉन्ग का जो डेटा टाइप है वो मैक्सिमम कितनी वैल्यू लेता है?
So can long extend to 19 digits.
64 डिजिट. सो 2 to the power 63. डेसिमल में देखें भाई. या सी लॉन्ग में मैक्सिमम वैल्यू इज 9 बिलियन बिलियन तक जा सकता है. या 9 बिलियन बिलियन तक जा सकता है. सो दैट मीन्स 1 2 3 4 5 6 18 एंड 19 डिजिट्स तक जा सकता है. सो वी कुड हैव इट एज अ नंबर ऑल्सो. ठीक है ना? We can have it as a number. Why am I considering it as a string? Because actually we want a single digit, alternate digits. वो एक नंबर में से alternate digits निकालने जरा मुश्किल हो जाते हैं. ठीक है? So why are we considering a string here? Because actually it is easy for me to just extract this letter number from here, or this digit from here, or the first 6 digits. It's easy. Why? Because just use a substring and that's all. I want this particular digit, use caret or substring, and that is it. If it had been a number, there would have been a problem. Okay, तो हमने string तो ले लिया. String में जब मैं एंटर कर रहा हूं तो मैं तो परफेक्ट नंबर्स ऐड करूंगा, लेकिन अगर कोई बंदा ऐड कर रहा है वो स्पेसेस भी डालेगा, कॉमा भी डालेगा, नंबर्स भी डालेगा, हाइफन भी डालेगा. What do I do now if I get this kind of a number?
Correct.
We will filter everything else numbers.
Yes, we will filter everything. So in fact, even you, when you are actually typing your numbers, and if you give additional spaces between your four numbers wale groups mein, it doesn't bother it at all. So what we are actually going to do is we are going to remove the faltu numbers from faltu characters from it. 90 428 40 24 80 is my final string that will finally be taken. Is that understood? So you take a string as input, then filter out all the other characters except digits. Keep only digits. You know how to do it.
So can
Now,
we use the scanner class's use token function?
what is that going to do?
So it provides a method by which the token default delimiter, which is white space, can be replaced by any other. So we can add alphabets.
If you want to, that will be doing it on the fly, but everybody doesn't know how to do it. So let's keep it things simple here. If you want to do it, do it. Okay. Okay, now this is what I have got. Is this a valid number at the moment? Is 6, 3 and 6 and 9 and 10, 11. These are 11 digits. Is it a valid credit card number? No. पहली बात है यहीं पे खत्म हो गया. इसकी length ही 12 to 19 के बीच में नहीं है. So will I go and check the mod 10 वाला system also? No, I will not. ये मेरे पहले phase में ही खत्म हो गया. Okay. Suppose it had one more digit here, say a 3, and let me put a 3 here. Is this a valid at the moment? Yes, it looks like valid. It looks like valid. But आगे जाके अब हम mod 10 पे check कर सकते हैं. हम इस string को pass कर देंगे to mod 10 वाला function, and it will give me some credit card wala, and it will check and give me the number. अब उस नंबर को चेक करो, डिविजिबल बाय 10 है तो फाइन, अदरवाइज नॉट फाइन. Okay, so what are you going to do? Remove. Okay, in fact I'll say keep only digits. Okay, number 2, check the length. Okay, check the length and it should be between 12 to 19 digits. अब ये भी कवर कर लेता है, फिर चेक करो कि वो वैलिड है या नहीं है. So these are the 3 things that you are going to do. First of all, take the number as input. Filhal, when you're checking your programs, do not take it as input. Just put a fixed string, fixed number over there and keep on checking with that number. Because I don't want you to waste your time on entry of 16 digits every time. Okay? So keep only digits, remove everything else. Check whether the length now is between 12 to 19. If that is fine, then check whether it is a valid credit card number or not. Okay? All right.
Yes.
How do you like this project?
Nice. So you
Nice.
said that it is a sub project. So what is the main project?
Main project will come somewhere in November, December. Okay? It will be somewhat similar to this.
Sir, this
Please.
carries marks.
Yes,
This
does carry marks. You all are going to get assignments this month, and they are going to carry 20 marks.
Sir, this is our assignment.
Yes, this is as an assignment.
So is this only the part of the assignment, or you will give some additional questions?
No, I keep on giving you additional questions, but this is an officially 20 marks wala program.
Okay.
Okay? Officially 20 marks wala. वैसे तो I keep on giving you unofficially. Okay?
So can we submit it a typed one?
You could, but I don't want copies made. Okay? I will check for whether it is a duplicate of some other program. Okay? So let it not be a duplicate of any other program. What I want from you is comments wherever possible. So keep putting comments where. I'm using length -2. Why? Because it has to start from so and so. I'm doing this. I mean, you keep on describing your program in between so that it is clear to me what you're doing. So this is number 1 thing I want from each one of you. Number 2 is I want your variables to be described. Okay, how are you going to describe? You will write this is the method, and I've used a variable called ccn. What is the data type? It is a string type. Why am I using it? It contains the credit card number. Okay, I'm using, say, sum1. It is an int, and why am I using? I'm sum of all doubled digits, something like this.
So do we also need to describe why we use this data type?
Yes. Why am I using? I want it very clearly written. Why are you using it?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, beta.
So we can describe it in the comments only.
You could no, let it be a separate section. Comments, so up, put it in the programs. Okay, put it in the programs. In fact, why am I doing this is because you will be actually required to describe your variables in your board exams also. So I'm making you practice for that now. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Sir,
Okay,
how
sir.
to describe the variable?
So
I've
can we
given you.
use objects also? That
Yes, you could. Yes, objects also. Okay. Yes, beta, whoever asked, how are we going to describe it? Give the name of the variable, give the type of the variable, and give the what it is basically. So you say it contains credit card number. Okay. And please include arguments also in it. So method wise, अब एक method हो गया, then start off with the other method. ठीक है, एक मेथड हो गया आपका, सपोज यू हैड क्रिएटेड समथिंग लाइक सम क्रेडिट कार्ड, ये मेरा मेथड है, इसके आर्ग्यूमेंट्स आप ओके, सो इसमें ये मैंने वेरिएबल्स यूज किए हैं, ओके, and you will to put another method, say main function. What variables did you use in the main function?
So
Make
we have
sense?
to describe the methods also, what they are doing.
नहीं बेटा, वो तो आपके कमेंट्स में ही आ रहा है कि मैं ये लूप क्यों लगाया, मैंने ये मैं लॉजिक क्या डाल रहा हूँ यहाँ पे. if you want to describe your logic, you can put it in a comment. ठीक है, सो इसमें क्या आ जाएगा, आपका लॉजिक भी आ जाएगा. बेसिकली लॉजिक ही डिस्क्राइब करने के लिए होते हैं आपके कमेंट्स, वेरिएबल्स अलग से. ठीक है, alright, so let's do this very well. Let me tell you, this is in fact I normally give this to my engineering college students who are normally in the second year of their engineering. Okay, and you people are good enough for that. Okay, even better than that maybe. Okay, questions?
It matters like how much we have written, like the minimum amount we have to write.
Minimum number of statements that you are supposed.
Yes, like the efficiency of the program matters.
Yeah, efficiency does matter, yes. Okay, अब ये नहीं होगा कि तुमने एक बार मुझे दे दिया and then I have seen it and that is final. I may give my comments, and if it requires that you need to change your program, change the program and submit it again. So we'll keep on doing this. You submit, I will check, I will send you feedback. I will not return you marks unless it is finalized. If you say now this is final, sir, I cannot do more than this, then fine, I'll give you marks according to whatever.
So can we submit it today?
Yes, Kabir, you can submit it today. Let me put it up as the assignment. Okay.
So we will submit on Teams first, or we will submit the final one?
No, on Teams you can submit, and you can keep on resubmitting as many times as you wish. You know that, isn't it? You can resubmit. Okay. Okay. Fine. Do we have any problem? It has been 1 hour and the 1 hour finished like this. I'm happy that people are happy. Only 35 people are with me right now. Okay, guys, any question?
No, sir.
Okay, good. I will put this thing up as an assignment in just 10 minutes or so. Let me put some instructions there. The file I've already sent it to you, so you can start using that and start writing the program. Okay, finally you can send it to me as a PDF, not as separate images, please. Okay, send it to me as a PDF and properly aligned, please. Properly aligned. I don't want misaligned programs. मेरा सीधा ही feedback चले जाएगा उस पे कि वापस करो. Okay.
Sir, where have you sent it?
Where am I sending? Assignments में.
Okay, sir.
ठीक है, in assignments, yes. You will see it in 10-15 minutes. ठीक है? ठीक है. Okay. Okay, guys. Tomorrow, okay, can somebody just give me those छोटा things that were left out? तुम लोग क्या कह रहे थे कि क्या रहता था? Streams रहता था, for example. और final रहता था. So, okay, one of you just collate things, और या तुम इस पे अपने ग्रुप में ही जो तुम्हारे दिमाग में आता है कि जो रह गया था पीछे से, वो मुझे बता दो. ठीक है? So we can plan that for tomorrow. Okay. Okay, see you tomorrow, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you,
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. beta. Welcome.